Hey everyone, it's Mike. I'm going to talk about some records today, concert update, all that kind of jazz. So hope you all are doing well. It's Sunday. It's freaking hot as hell here in Phoenix. So I'm going to be indoors today listening to music and doing some house cleaning and whatnot. But here I'm going to make a video. It's been a couple of weeks, and let's talk about the records I picked up in the past few weeks. And the first one, actually the first couple are by this new band that I'm really into. It's kind of newish band. They've been around for about 10 years or so. 4 albums. Their 4th album, most recent album, just came out this year. I've showed this already. This is Dive with Frog in Boiling Water, and I'm really taken with this band. I really dig them. Shoegazy, grungy, just really nice new shoegaze kind of music out of Brooklyn. They're coming in concert on Tuesday, and it looks like I'm going to be missing the show. So really kind of bummed about that, but you know, what can you do? Circumstances happen, and I'm going to go see a concert with my daughter, and I'd much rather see that with her and enjoy that time with her than see any other band. So you know, I'm psyched about that. We're gonna have a lot of fun, but I am gonna miss Dive. I'm hoping that they come back through, maybe on this tour, or maybe they'll come through Tucson or something, or someplace close by to where I can travel to see. Otherwise I'll have to wait till another tour, another album or something. But anyway, so because of my being into this band now, I'm starting to look into their older music. Their first album is called Oceans. This is not the original artwork for the album. I saw Andy FensePost, his channel. He showed the original artwork cover for this album. Again, this is still Dive I'm talking about, and this is their debut album called Oceans again. And this is the 10th anniversary edition, special edition. Got it off of Amazon, and different cover artwork and stuff. And it comes in this PVC plastic cover, which I don't keep it in because these PVC covers are really bad for the record and bad for the artwork and stuff. So I actually keep this PVC envelope separate from everything. But this is the artwork that's on the PVC, and then when you take the album out, the artwork stays on the PVC. So that's why I would just throw this away if it was just clear PVC, but since it's got the artwork on it, I'm going to hang on to it. So this is what the album artwork that looks like on the inside. It's this kind of paper bag kind of material. Yeah, so it comes with all kinds of stuff here. It's got a die cut on the front and on the back, and you pull it out, and it's got this oh, these are the inner sleeves. So this is one of the inner sleeves, and I'll show you another inner sleeve here in a second. This is a poster that comes with it. I don't know if I should pull out the poster, but it's got the F word on it. I don't think I'll be hanging this up in my house, but it's got a little artwork poster there. It's got this booklet, which is really cool. Pretty thick booklet too, and it's got all kinds of photographs and stuff. The early days of the band. This album came out back in 2012. So yeah, 10-year anniversary, was released, I guess, a couple years ago. Really cool booklet that comes with it. And where's the other inner sleeve? It's stuck in here. The other inner sleeve looks like so, some photography there. So this is what the outer cover looks like without all the insides. And it comes with 2 records. The first record is just the album with the original track listing. And then the second record is all like demos and a couple of live tracks, songs off of the original album. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. It's kind of this kind of teal marbled, but it's translucent vinyl, really nice. The album, to describe the album, it's a lot different than the Frog in Boiling Water and the album before that called Deceiver. Those albums are more shoegazy, grungy, kind of loud guitar, just really awesome albums. This first album called Ocean, it's more dream pop. It's a lot quieter, lighter. Zachary Cole Smith is the leader of the band. That's kind of his creation, and he brought in musicians to help him out. So early on, it was kind of his baby, and he just recorded a lot of songs like in his little home studio, I guess, and that's kind of the culmination. This album is kind of the culmination of the best of the stuff that he was working on, and he had musicians come and help him, like do live sets and I guess some studio stuff, and some of those members are still with him, and some have kind of come and gone. Yeah, so that's Dive's first album, Ocean. The second album that came out after that in 2016 is called Is the Is Are. I don't have that one yet. It's on my list, my want list, but I don't have that one yet, so I won't be showing that here. But then the album that came out after that, it's their third album, and it's called Deceiver. This is a OB that comes off, so I'm not going to sit there and hold that right now. But Deceiver is the third album, and it's kind of the first time that they recorded like with their intact band in place, with the current lineup that they have now. Recorded this album as well. This came out in 2019, and fantastic album, grunge, shoegaze. I hear a lot of like, well, I hear My Bloody Valentine, but you also hear like Smashing Pumpkins and that kind of like early Smashing Pumpkins kind of sound. Sonic Youth too. There's a song on here called Blankenship, which is one of the, I think, the more popular songs on this album, and it is so reminiscent of like early like Sonic Youth, like Sister is what I hear when I hear that song. And yeah, so this is their third album, Deceiver. Excellent. It comes with this insert, kind of a fold out poster. It looks like so with the band, and lyrics on the other side. So yeah, Dive's third album, Deceiver. So again, not going to be able to see them tomorrow night. This is what the record looks like, black vinyl. Yeah, so bummed, but I'm going to go see a concert with my daughter. So, you know, it's totally, can't complain at all. We actually figured out a situation to where I was going to get my son to come with me to see Dive, and then Courtney would take Berkeley to her concert, to the Melanie Martinez concert, and I thought we had everything solved and everything was good. And then when I told Berkeley about my daughter, when I told her about the arrangement, she was like, "You mean you're not going to come with me to my concert? Like, I want you to go with me." So I'm like, "That's it." she made that decision. She wanted me to go with her, and that's the way it's going to be. So I'm going with her to that show. So anyway, but I'll talk about the Melanie Martinez show on my next video. And let's see, the next one, next record I picked up. This is a band called 50 Foot Wave. This is a side project of Kristen Hirsch from the Throwing Muses. This record came out 2016. I believe it was a Record Store Day record. My local record stores had it on their shelves for years now, and I've just kind of looked at it but didn't want to buy it because they had it for, it's a 6-song EP, and they had it for like $35 or something, and I just wasn't going to pay that for an EP, so I just let it sit there for a while. And then finally I found it in the clearance bin the other day, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Like, if I'm going to get it, it's going to be now. So I picked it up. It's doesn't really sound like the Throwing Muses. It's Kristen Hirsch. It's the bassist, the current bassist for the Throwing Muses, Bernard George, whatever, however you pronounce his last name. It's those two, and then another guy on drums, different guy, not from the Throwing Muses. And It's really like a rock. It's like they call themselves like a power, they describe it as like a power trio. It's really rock oriented rather than any kind of 4AD throwing muses kind of arrangements. Really kind of badass songs. Just a lot, they pack a lot of punch. Really just heavy guitar, bass, drums, complex timing signatures and stuff. Just really fun listen. I don't know if I'm gonna continue buying 50-foot wave records or any of the Kristen Hirsch solo stuff, because it's just a whole rabbit hole to go down, and I'm trying to cut back on the amount of vinyl that I buy. So I don't know if I'm going to keep buying this stuff. I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep this. It's not that I don't like it, but I just don't know if I need it on vinyl, quite frankly. But yeah, it's worth grabbing it and giving it a good listen and stuff. And I like it. I just don't like it as much as I like throwing muses and belly and breeders and that kind of stuff. It's called Bath White is the name of this EP, and this is the insert that it came with. There's a picture of the band. Yeah, it's good. I don't know if I don't know. I just don't know if I need it on vinyl. So we'll see. Just kind of in a wishy-washy state of mind, I guess. The band formed in 2003, but that record there is 2016. Next one, I did kind of follow the crowd and buy something that I was kind of peer pressured into getting, I guess. Everybody had it, and I really love this album. It's one of my all-time favorite records, and this new 50th anniversary deluxe edition, I just felt like I had to have it. I really like the cover. It's like this slipcase that it comes in. So the original artwork is inside, and then the slipcover goes over the top of it with different type of artwork on it, and with the track listing and whatnot. This is the one that you've seen around that has the UV printed designs on the back, and so only one side is playable. The back side is completely smooth with the artwork, and I don't know, I love this album, so I felt like I had to have it. Found it, I was seeing it on eBay for like $100, $90 to $100 for a new copy. I'm like, I'm not paying that for that. I'm just gonna do without. And then finally, Zia Records had a copy of it for like a normal retail price, not $90, not anywhere, like half that. So I went ahead and grabbed it. So anyway, I don't think I need to pull out and show everything, because I think everybody's already shown that on their channel, but I did pick up a copy. Let's see, the next one. This is a band I kind of bought their first album when it came out back in '91, and I was unimpressed, and just didn't follow them after that until they came back with they reunited and came out with an album, I guess back in 2017, and loved that album and loved their latest album. Saw them in concert, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go back and look into getting like their early EPs. This is Slowdive. This is their second EP called Morning Rise. 3 songs on it. This was released back in '91. Again, did I mention this is their second EP that they released? This is back in the same year as their debut album, Just for a Day, came out, and it's very similar to that sound, shoegaze, dream pop kind of band. Really good stuff. So these were released on Music on Vinyl, numbered. This is 2649 out of 4,000, and sounds really good. It's been released on this. These are very similar to the EPs that Curve just released on Music on Vinyl. Expensive, not cheap, but not crazy expensive, but just not as cheap as one would like. On Creation, Music on Vinyl, and there are these colored vinyl variants. This is like a clear and kind of brownish marble vinyl. So yeah, so there's that one, their third EP, and I saw these like years ago, and didn't buy them back then because I was still just barely getting back into Slowdive, and then they disappeared for years, and every time I look in the Slowdive section at the record stores, I always look for these and never see them. and then finally they just showed up at my local record store. So this is called Holding Our Breath. This has got Catch the Breeze, which is off of the that Just for a Day, the debut album, and it's also got Golden Hair on this, and that's the cover of a Syd Barrett song that they did. It's excellent. They played it live. That was their encore when I saw them in concert recently. Really nice third EP from them, and it comes on this kind of fiery orange marble vinyl. Again, Creation Music on vinyl. And then the third EP I bought, this is their fifth EP, but the third one that I bought, and this is Slowdive 5, or 5 EP, whatever you want to call it. This is 4 songs. This was released after Souvlaki, and it's kind of going into the Pygmalion phase of the band, and it's very ambient, electronic music with Rachel's voice kind of ethereally floating over the electronic music. It's not the Slowdive that I'm not really a fan of Pygmalion, but I do like these songs a lot. It's a really nice listen. So Slowdive, this is 1993 that this one came out. So after Souvlaki and before Pygmalion is when this was released. It's got In Mind, Good Day Sunshine, Missing You, and Country Rain. So check that one out. It's really cool. And it comes on this really deep violet vinyl, translucent vinyl. Really nice. Yeah, really nice EPs there. I still need to get the first EP called Slowdive, and it's got the song Slowdive and a couple of instrumental tracks, I think. I don't have that yet, but I imagine I'll get that at some point. So yeah, that's good. And then the last one I got, this is a album that I've been really hesitant on getting. They put out, their first 4 albums are just really awesome. Produced by Ray Manzarek, the band is X, and I've been resisting getting this first album because it's my least favorite of the 4. And I thought, I'll just show my willpower, and I'll just avoid getting this one, and I'll buy the other 3 because I really love the other 3 far and away better than I love this album. And I know it seems sacrilegious. This is their debut album, Los Angeles. I know it seems sacrilegious, but being a punk fan and stuff, but I think there's external factors that influence the fact that I don't really care for this album all that much. I had a roommate, love the guy, but I had a roommate who actually got me into X, and the band, not the drug, and he would play this all the time, this album especially. I don't remember him playing the other ones that much, but I remember him playing this album all the time. And the song Johnny Hit and Run Pauline, I just got so sick of that song. I'm not a fan of that song, and it would just play over and over and over, and I just got sick of it. So I just kind of harbored this grudge against this album. But The World's a Mess, It's in My Kiss, the very last song, it's one of my favorite X songs of all time. So it's kind of a love-hate relationship, I guess. I love that song so much. So I'm happy to have this. The reason why I ended up buying this album is because I was just farting around on Amazon looking at records and stuff to put on my want list for Courtney to find for me. I got a birthday coming up, and Father's Day was around the time of that. And I saw this, and it was suggested to me because I had bought all the other music on vinyl versions of the other 3 albums. And this is a Amazon exclusive version of this record that they were advertising, and it was less than $20, and brand new copy, and it was on colored vinyl, and it came with a poster, and it's got a nice inner sleeve, printed inner sleeve and everything. So they didn't cheap out on it. So I thought, I'll just go ahead and get it. It seems like a good deal, and I do love the song "The World's a Mess, It's in My Kiss." So why not? So I went ahead and grabbed it. The printed inner sleeve, lyrics on the other side, and the poster. I don't know if I need to open it, but it's basically the album cover on 2-foot by 2-foot poster. So that was cool, and it came on colored vinyl. It's this kind of a marbled gray, like light gray, dark gray marbled vinyl. Sounds really good, actually. Sounds really punchy and nice. So happy I finally have that album. Finally grabbed it. So that's it. Gonna go see Melanie Martinez on Tuesday, and soon after that, July 3rd, we're gonna see Bow Wow Wow and Modern English and a bunch of other new wave bands. And then we're off to New York City. I hope to do some really good record store shopping in New York City, Greenwich Village and whatnot. I've gotten some suggestions on my past videos in the comment section from some people, really nice people who gave me suggestions on places to go and check out, and I've seen videos of other people who show record stores that they visited, so I'm putting those on my little map, and looking forward to going and digging through some racks and finding hopefully some nice used vinyl that I haven't seen before and I've been looking for forever. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and enjoy your Sunday, and thanks for watching, and I will see you all soon. See ya. Bye.